Hello, everyone. My name is Max Aaron James. This is a review of the movie Anatomy of a Fall, written by Arthur Harari and Justine Triad, directed by Justine Triad. This movie is about the investigation and trial about a suspected woman or a woman suspected of murdering her husband, and the only kind of witness is her blind son. And so we follow along through these trials, through this investigation, and even as the audience, along with the court, try to figure out what really happened and make our own decisions on whether or not the woman actually committed the murder. This movie does really well at being very ambiguous or not giving too much to where it plain out says whether or not she does it, and allows me as the audience member to decide, what do I really believe? This is clearly masterclass writing, phenomenal acting, and a great example of knowing your characters as a writer, as a director, and as a performer. The ending is longer than it needed to be, and with many movies, even good ones such as this, when the main plot or the main story is concluded, us, the viewers or the audience, is ready to check out. And so once you've given us a conclusion to the main story, the main plot, and once the issue has been resolved in some way, then it's about time to just close it out. The investigation ends, the trial ends, and we get the conclusion of the trial, and then we still get several more minutes that was not really necessary for us to connect more to the characters. Maybe that's what they wanted, or to feel empathy for the characters. Aside from that, this movie paces pretty well, and there are moments or scenes where it allows us to really settle in. It stays in these moments for longer than what you would expect, and you end up doubting your own thoughts and opinions while it's sitting there after you get this new information. But it sits and the camera stays on this character or a group of characters, and you start wondering or looking for a lie or a reaction on their face, even when there is not meant to be one. There were moments where I thought maybe she did it, then I thought maybe she wouldn't, or why would she, and then I thought, well, it's not impossible that she did it, and then I wondered, well, she's probably innocent, and then I'd go back and forth and think, she probably did it, but she's really good at hiding it. Or maybe she did care about him and it was an accident. And I just start going back and forth on what really happened. And I think the movie purposely does that. And it felt good. It was a fun, interactive movie. There's not much really to tell about this movie without really spoiling it, because this movie is very focused. It understands the story it is trying to tell and what it is trying to give. The trials were very captivating. You have snappy dialogue back and forth between the primary characters. The scenes in the house were moments to study the environment the way the investigators were, and to really study how the characters interact with each other in their own world or in an environment that they are comfortable with. And it allows us time to really relax or calm ourselves in between the court scenes, because things escalate a lot in the scenes, and you start getting all this information, this flood of information sometimes, that you need to step back and marinate on. And so we go back to the house, and it allows us to settle down while also studying the characters and seeing how they really interact with each other when they're not in front of an audience. You feel that anxiety stepping into the courtroom and that relief stepping out of it. The directing was really good. The editing was done well. I am happy with this movie overall. Did you get a chance to watch the movie? Did you like it? Let me know in the comments below. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I did. Until next time, y'all take care of each other. Check up on one another. Make sure you check up on yourself. And remember, potential has no limit.